Welcome to ChartBank, your source for market insights, profit strategies, and the latest updates. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Let's begin with a look at the British pound versus the Canadian dollar. Observe the price action and how it interacts with the 500 EMA and the 20/50ths/100/200ths EMAs. Here we analyze the British pound against the Australian dollar. Notice the price movement and its relation to the key exponential moving averages displayed on the chart. Shifting our focus to the euro versus the New Zealand dollar, we can see a clear trend. Pay attention to the indicated levels and the long-term EMA. Next is the euro against the Canadian dollar. Examine the price swings and how the shorter-term EMAs cross and interact with the 500 EMA. We now review the euro versus the Australian dollar. The chart shows a significant price drop, testing key support areas defined by the EMAs. Looking at the New Zealand dollar versus the Japanese yen, we observe an upward trend. The price consistently stays above the 500 EMA, indicating strong momentum. The Swiss franc versus the Japanese yen shows a gradual incline. Notice the price action consolidating before making its upward moves, respecting the long-term support. Here's the Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen. The price is showing a noticeable downtrend, with the EMAs acting as resistance. For the Australian dollar versus the Swiss franc, we see an uptrend. The candles show a strong bullish presence, staying well above the 500 EMA. Reviewing the Australian dollar versus the Canadian dollar, we can spot a consistent bullish climb. The price movement confirms the strength of the trend. In the chart for the Australian dollar against the New Zealand dollar, we observe a steady upward trajectory. The EMAs provide clear reference points for the trend. Turning to the British pound versus the Swiss franc, a bearish move is evident. Price has broken below the key EMAs, showing a strong reversal. The euro versus the Swiss franc displays a clear uptrend. Price holds above the moving averages, suggesting continued bullish interest. Analyzing the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen, we see a significant rise. The price action maintains a strong position above the EMAs. Here is the British pound versus the Japanese yen. The chart shows a notable downward movement followed by a sharp recovery, respecting the 500 EMA as resistance. For the euro versus the Japanese yen, we observe an overall bullish market structure. The price oscillates, but consistently trends upward. Examining the euro versus the British pound, the chart indicates strong upward momentum. The price has recently accelerated past key resistance levels. The New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar shows a consistent climb. Note the smooth transition and how the price respects the EMAs. Finally, let's look at the Australian dollar versus the US dollar. A clear uptrend is visible, with minor pullbacks offering opportunities at support levels. Let's look at XAUDUSD. Price is clearly above EMA 500, and price is breaking above the consolidation. Now let's look at the gold. Price is above the level of EMA 500 level and doing some consolidation. After breakout of consolidation, price slowly moved above. This is US dollar versus Canadian dollar. Clearly seems that price is downtrend, and the price is below the EMA 500 level. Price is bearish but not strong bearish. This is US dollar versus Canadian dollar. The price is clearly below the EMA 500 level. Price is strong bearish trend. Price has not been even touched the EMA 50 level. This chart shows the USDJPY currency pair, highlighting a clear bearish trend as the price consistently moves downward. The candlesticks are trading well below the 500-period exponential moving average EMA, which indicates a strong long-term downward momentum. You can see the price attempted to find support at the white horizontal line near 156.350, but once it broke through that level, the sell-off accelerated significantly toward the 155.500 area. This chart shows a strong bearish trend for the USDCHF pair, characterized by a series of lower highs and lower lows. The price experienced a significant breakdown below a support level, marked by the white horizontal line, around 1045, followed by a sharp acceleration downward as it stayed consistently below the exponential moving averages. This USD1 Swiss franc minute chart shows a strong bearish trend characterized by consistent lower highs and lower lows. The price is trading well below both the long-term EMA and short-term EMA, with a significant breakdown occurring after it breached the horizontal support level near 0.7715. Based on the chart of the EURUSD pair, here is a brief breakdown. The price is in a consistent uptrend, staying well above the long-term 500 EMA, blue line, and the shorter-term EMAs. After a period of consolidation around the 1.18700 level, indicated by the horizontal gray line, price successfully broke out and used the EMA as dynamic support to climb higher. The pair reached a peak near 1.19250 and is currently experiencing a minor pullback toward the 20/50th EMA cluster as it approaches the end of the session. The chart shows a strong bullish breakout and uptrend for EURUSD, supported by rising exponential moving averages, EMAs, and a significant volatility spike around 1145. The chart shows a 1-minute bullish trend for GBPUSD, characterized by price consistently making higher highs and staying above the upward-sloping exponential moving averages. GBPUSD shows a prevailing bullish trend as the price remains supported by the blue 500-period EMA and recently surged above the orange EMA. After peaking near 1.3690, the pair is currently in a corrective pullback, testing previous consolidation levels as it trends back toward the orange moving average. Thank you for watching this chart bank video. Remember to trade smarter, not harder. We'll see you in the next analysis.